And joining me right now is Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar. Thank you so much for joining me this
Oh,
morning.
thank you, James. It's wonderful to be on.
So, first primary in the country. How are you feeling?
We are feeling good. We had those small voting centers up there in northern New Hampshire where I won. 8 votes, but
Yeah, that
whatever.
counts.
It counts. Everything counts. And then we're just going up in the polls, number three yesterday in a number of them. And also got the endorsements of every major newspaper in New Hampshire, including the Union Leader and the Seacoast papers and the Keene Sentinel. That matters here. And then finally, there's just something in the air, momentum. And I think a lot of it, we did all the hard work, been here 23 times. Also, of course, went to Massachusetts a number of times, Super Tuesday State. And knowing that when I took the stage at that debate, we had done a lot of hard work leading up to it, but that made a huge difference because I got to not just talk about my ideas, my bold ideas, but the experience I had to get them done. But then I also got to speak from my heart to the people of this country. And you don't always get that opportunity about how I think we got a president that doesn't have empathy, can't put himself into the shoes of other people. Me, I didn't have an easy life growing up. I'm able to do that, and I think that's really important to people right now.
And you said after the debate, you felt this momentum, this shift. How do you move forward with that and trying to gain all those independent or undecided voters?
That's exactly right. And I think New Hampshire being a primary as opposed to the caucuses in Iowa, we'll just leave that
Yeah,
right now.
we won't mention that.
We'll just move here and talk about it. To me, you're able to judge better where independent voters are in a state like New Hampshire because they can vote. So that's one thing. And by the way, why does that matter? Well, you want to build a big coalition in the general election that includes a fired up Democratic base, but also independents and moderate Republicans. I don't want to just eke by a victory in November against Donald Trump. I want to win big and really bring decency back to the White House. And the only way you do that is if you can build this coalition. And New Hampshire's a good test of that.
Last question. Yesterday, President Trump held a rally. He said he wanted to shake up the Dems a little bit. Were you shook?
No, not one bit. And I think that he's always going to say wild things. He's done it forever. People have been kind of desensitized to it because that's what he's like. But then they step back and say, wait a minute, while he's boasting about everything, what's this meant to me? And you've got people who are still having such a hard time affording pharmaceuticals, their prescription drugs. As I said the other day, if you are struggling between paying for child care for your kids and long-term care for your parents, you've got a home with me. I know you and I'll fight for you. Or if you have to stretch your paycheck just to pay the rent or the mortgage, I know you and I'll fight for you. And I don't think he gets that. And I love people, and that's why I love retail campaigning in states like New Hampshire. He's not like that. He likes to stand on a big stage and show off and throw darts at people and belittle them and say mean things. I'm just the opposite, and I think that's why we're catching on here in New Hampshire.
Senator, thank you so much for joining us on
Okay.
WBZ, and good luck out there.
It's just great to be on. Thank you.
Thank you. Lori, back to you.